And what's the major issue with vaccine passports, and why do you not think they're a good idea?
Yeah, so the major issue with vaccine passports is that they discriminate against people who make the medical choice to not have a vaccine. They're excluding them from society on the basis of an inhumane belief that they should be sort of removed from society for the protection of the others, without really realizing that if people have got the vaccine, then that should be sufficient protection for them. If they've got it, why does everyone else need to get it if they haven't? Shouldn't they be protected if they're the ones that have it?
Yeah. And so have you seen much discrimination going on, like personally in your life?
Yeah, so I've been asked to leave lots of restaurants, not able to enter certain places that have been checking vaccine passports. So this has affected me. I have actually not been able to continue to work with my job on the basis of my medical choices with that. So I'm going to be finding a new place of employment on a pretty soon basis.
How does that make you feel, knowing that you're getting, like when you actually get discriminated against and knowing that a million other people are having the same thing going on with them?
Yeah, it's very rough. Like everyone in Australia is facing this issue. It's the big sort of dividing issue of our time. This vaccine debate has been going on for over a year now, since before the vaccines were sort of put into their clinical trials, which they're still in. They haven't passed these trials yet. They're still in clinical trials. They've been put through with emergency use exemptions, pushed through without getting the proper approvals done. There are many places, especially with the Moderna vaccine. As Craig Kelly mentioned today, the Moderna vaccine is actually banned for use in younger children. And then Australia has gone ahead and allowed that to be used for younger children. So there's quite a few issues that are on the medical side with the side effects that happen from some people who choose to get these things and have side effects like myocarditis and lots of other things, seizures, all sorts of issues with these vaccines, heart issues, heart conditions. There's that medical element of it. There's also the freedom element of it, because every individual owns their own body. They shouldn't be expected to take a medical procedure in order to maintain their freedoms. Their freedoms are intrinsic. They have them as a birthright. They're not conditioned upon compliance with any medical procedure or medical regime. So that's one of the reasons why we're here today, to take a stand against that.
And how did you feel about how today went?
Yeah, so today I would estimate there was between 40 and 50,000 people. Bourke Street was packed to the rafters. You could not move down Bourke Street. It actually took us quite a few minutes to even get the march started, because there was that many people. We had to sort of decompress the crowd a bit to get the front moving, because the back couldn't move and the front didn't know it needed to move yet because they hadn't heard the front of the stage. We had to put out an announcement that the march was starting. Unfortunately, there was some confusion around the timing of speakers. Apparently there were some speakers during that time when people were trying to march. That's unfortunate that happened. But today there was approximately 40 to 50,000 packing it out. It's one of the highest density events we've had yet. Parliament House is it might look like it's a large area, but actually it's really just 3 roads. It's kind of like a T intersection, and you've got so many people jammed into such a small sort of compressed space. And it's a very linear sort of column compression, so it's hard to get it moving at the other end to get people out of there again.
And if you could say one quick message to Australia, what would you say?
What I would say to Australia is that it's time to take a stand for freedom. It's time to allow the culture of courage to grow. It's time to inspire courage in Australians. It's time to make Australia into the country that we want our children to live in. And it's time to build a better Australia, because the best Australia is a free Australia.